outside filming because it's such a lovely day. Even though it's autumn, it's just really nice. Like, it's not really hot, but it's not really cold. Like, I get really cold and I'm not wearing a jumper right now, but I did just come from dance. So yeah, I think the weather's gone a little bit weird because I've heard that like England and that, it's been snowing and stuff and it's supposed to be turning to spring there, so yay. So all of you overseas, let me know how the weather's going over there. So this video is my April favourites. I haven't really had many beauty favourites. Again, I've been loving the perfume from last month, but otherwise, I don't know, I've just been sort of doing what I usually do, going with the flow. What I have been doing, because it's been holidays, I have been each morning looking up sort of the people, mostly the people I subscribe to, like Lauren Curtis or Tanya Burr or Zoella or something. I look at their makeup tutorials and I sort of follow the tutorials with them if it suits whatever I'm doing that day. Just so it's helping me with my technique and just like getting different ideas of what colours and what things go together, just because I have my formals next week. I'm going to 2 formals. But yeah, I'm doing my own hair and makeup for that. Yeah, I'm just sort of experimenting, seeing what happens, seeing how it goes, and yeah, I am enjoying doing that. That's quite fun, but sort of change the products up each day, so haven't had many favourites. I might do a get ready with me for one of my formals, so keep tuned. Okay, so a clothing favourite, and now I was shopping for formal shoes, and I found some which were a bargain because I found them for $30, and they're just plain white shoes. They're like strappy, but yeah, I didn't want anything too wow because I wanted the dress to be the focus, not the shoes. And their shoes, they're not like really high, and they're just, I don't know, they're nice. I guess I can use them another way. But anyway, the store was a buy one get a second pair half off, and it was for all the shoes in the whole store. And so as it's becoming autumn and I don't have any boots, I thought, well, why don't I look at the boots? So I sat there trying on boots. Like, I tried on one foot and then I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh yeah, that's okay. And then I got another one and tried it on the other foot. It was like, okay, which one do I like better? And then the one that I didn't like, I took that one off and tried another pair. Like, oh, I'm so fussy with shoes, like just making decisions, really. I don't know, I don't find it hard. I find it hard to like narrow it down to one decision, but if I had like unlimited money, I'm sure that like the stores just would be in my house, really. But anyway, so I'm wearing the boots today, and so they've become one of my favourites. So I'll take it up so you can see. So it's just a low heel boot, so you can like dress it up or not. And it's got a zip here and it's gold, and then the gold shoelace holes. And here it's like knitted, I don't know, like a cuff thing, I don't know. But yeah, so it just looks like extra warm and like autumny winter boots, and I just, yeah, I love it. So it's got 2 zips on one side, but 1 zip is just for look. But yeah, I really like them, and I don't usually like gold things. I'm usually like going for the silver accessories, but no, I like this. I have a movie favourite, and I only watched it last night. I've seen it before, but I've just realised that it's one of my favourite movies. It's the movie Life as We Know It. So I forgot the actors' names who are in it, but it's basically, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't tell you the plot because, yeah, but it's just sort of like how two people sort of, how first impressions aren't always everything. A lot of people say that, oh, first impressions are everything, you have to look your best, you have to be really nice, or like be really your best features and everything, but sometimes you're just not having a good day. And I think that this movie really shows how you can have a really bad first impression, like give off a really bad first impression, but if you try and, like, it's not the end of the world if your first impression has failed. lots of people say like first impressions are everything, like, and all things like that, but it's sort of shows how what people say isn't always true, because first impressions aren't always everything. If you get to know the person, then that's how you sort of fall in love. You can't really, I mean, I guess love at first sight, sure, if you fall in love, but if you sort of aren't sure about the person straight away, you shouldn't just like say goodbye sort of thing. Like, if you sort of think that there could be something there, then I'd say go for it, and you'll find out if that's the person for you. So yeah, 2 favourites, they're sort of the same thing. They are apps, and these holidays I've been, I don't know, just playing them non-stop. So the first one is bingo, so it's not like bingo where you just stamp. Yeah, you just play it, and there's all different like worlds and stuff, and you can get sort of boosts that like liven it up, and then there are tournaments each day. And the only thing I don't like about it, but then I do like about it, is that it's an internet game. So I don't turn my data on when I'm not in Wi-Fi, so I just use the internet mainly for when I have Wi-Fi, and if I need to use it like for bus timetables, or just I'm really bored and I want to look at Snapchat, then I turn it on. But for games and stuff, internet games I strictly play when I have Wi-Fi, so it's not too bad. And if it didn't have Wi-Fi, then you couldn't really have the tournaments, because it's like real live tournaments and they're like other people playing it at the same time. But yeah, I've just been loving that. And then the other app is called iBubble Shooter, and it's basically those classic, it's not a cannon, it's just a bubble and you tap where it wants to go, but like it's those classics, you shoot the bubble and 3 or more, then it pops. And if you get a certain amount of goes where you haven't popped any, then it's sort of like the bubbles sort of go down. You have to clear the, what would you call it, like the screen clear the screen before it like gets down to the bottom and you lose. So yeah, and there are like different levels in that as well, and I've just been loving that one. So those 2 are the apps I have been constantly on. My last favourite has been, so I mentioned, I think it was my last video, how my grandparents had gone like on a holiday themselves. So I was house sitting their house. Now they ended up coming back earlier, but I just love the feeling of independence, and a lot of people are sort of scared to go out on their own after school and stuff like that. But so I think it was a really good opportunity for me. Like, I already knew that I'd be fine, and like I'm ready to move out. Like I think I'd be fine. I'm just ready for my next adventure. But for some people, it's a really scary thing to move out. But say if you want a house sit like your grandparents' house, so it's like a house you're familiar with and you always know like the people around you, and yeah, it's really good. So yeah, these are my favourites. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like this video if you like me filming outside. I'm not quite sure if like a lot of the wind might be annoying. You can probably hear cars from, I don't know, over there. But yeah, it's just a really nice day, and I thought I would share that with you. I hope you have had a wonderful April, and I shall see you in my next video. So yeah, bye.